Hey, everybody watching Videobob.
Hey, everybody watching Videobob.
He's about fun, this guy. Look at the cars he has. Look what he brings you guys. Tune into Videobob. Please subscribe and keep the good work going.
Hello, Videobob.
Hi, I'm Videobob, and this is my 1974 Dodge Monaco replica of the Blues Brothers Bluesmobile. Let's check it out. Okay, like I said, this is a 1974 Dodge Monaco. These cars came in a couple of different configurations. This is called the four-door post, has the post in the middle of the two doors. They also came as a two-door hardtop without that post. They also had a version with a vent window in this front, and then also as a two-door. I've owned all versions of those. Now, I didn't build this particular car, I bought this one. But my shop, Bob's Prop Shop in Dallas, Texas, we've built, I don't know, half a dozen of these cars, including the one that you find up on the pole in Joliet, Illinois, at the Pops gas station. That's a pretty famous car, which is actually a Plymouth Fury 3. We're going to talk about that. The Plymouth Fury 3 was the Plymouth version of this car. Had a little bit different front and the back, but pretty much the same car. Also came with a couple of different engine configurations, a 360, 400, 440, and I think rare occasions a 383. This one, I believe, is the 400 big block. Pretty sure that's the case. We were having a little trouble determining which motor it was. We'll get into that later. The interior's been swapped out from a Fury because this car was originally green with a different interior. But I bought this car because it is the finest example of one of these Dodge Monacos that I've ever seen. When you watch the 1980 film, The Blues Brothers, there they are in 1980, and only a couple of years later, they're driving around a 74 Dodge Monaco that's completely rusty and falling apart because these cars began self-destructing right off the line. That's just one of the problems with these cars. So this particular car is my personal car. I've had it a couple of years. I've decided to let it go. I'm going to sell this car, and also I'm including, if you see the two fellows behind me, Jake and Elwood, the fiberglass Blues Brothers statues that are on my porch, they are going to be part of the package. This car's located in Las Vegas. So if you've ever wanted one of these cars, this is the one to get, and I'm going to show you why. Okay, well, as I had mentioned, this interior came from a Fury 3, so there's some badging that says Fury. That can be covered up. But basically, the interior is in fantastic condition. Headliner, there's some cracks in the dash, but that's kind of how the car was. This police light here is working. The radio does not work, it lights up. This radio is not hooked up, it's just a prop. But the car runs fantastically. It's in amazingly clean condition, as you can see. It says that it has 23,000 miles. Could be 123, I don't know. But this car runs perfectly. We've been having trouble with this door opening, has to be opened from the inside. We're going to take a look at that, see what's causing that. But you can see there's a few abrasions here. But the car is supposed to be in bad condition. Keep that in mind, although it isn't. The important thing here, really, is that there is virtually no rust on this car. I'm going to show you my favorite example. Let's take a look here in the trunk, because this is the original trunk. Now, there are drain holes in the corners, but there is no rust here. Almost every Bluesmobile we've ever worked on, this whole section is just gone. Like literally gone. And we've had to put in new metal or fiberglass. So you could see that it's in fantastic shape. Just absolutely perfect. It really is. This is a gas filler. The condition of this car and its lack of rust is just unbelievable, and which is why I bought this car. The car, you know, the windows go up and down, they're manual operated. But just solid as a rock, this car. Now this engine is really just spectacular. Look at that. Now this aluminum radiator has been put in for hypercooling here in Las Vegas. I've never seen this thing get above 170 degrees. This engine's been fully removed and rebuilt and put back in. All these electronics are new. These hoses, this carburetor, right? Coil, plugs, wires. Air conditioning is not working. The AC hoses are not connected. So that needs to be reconnected. I have the hoses. They need to be rebuilt. But brakes, just everything here. This battery is nice and new. And when I leave this thing sitting parked, this battery doesn't go down. There's no power drain in this car. And it always, amazingly, starts. Matter of fact, I moved the car, but I don't think, oh yeah, it's not hot. That's the exhaust, okay. Just showing you cold start. I took this car for a cruise the other day. It had been sitting for a few months. I filled it up with 100 octane racing gas and took it for a drive. And I drove it all over the city, probably put about 50 miles on it, and it just ran flawlessly. And this is why I bought this car. Because I had never seen one of these in such good condition. This car always starts and runs perfectly. So when I tell you that you could buy this car from Las Vegas and drive it to wherever you are, I mean it. Tires are in good condition, shocks are in great condition, thing rides like a Cadillac. And listen to the sound of this. Let me take my microphone here. What a great sound, huh? What a great sound, what a great car. I don't think you're going to find a better example of one of these cars than this one here. These fiberglass statues, these usually sell for about $5,000. They're a little dirty, they need to be cleaned and repainted. I'm going to include them with a car. My idea was they could be taken off their chairs and then put into the back seat or the driver's seat to be sitting in the car. But I'm offering them with the car, not sold separately. Please don't ask me for them. They come as a package. These are hard to find, hard to get. When you do find them online, they're about 5,000 bucks for these guys. They go with the car package. Okay. Let's take this thing for a little spin around the block. Just to kind of show you how this car drives. It drives spectacularly. Car's got a lot of pickup, runs well on regular gas. These particular cars, they really do drive like Cadillacs. I mean, they're just so smooth, they drive straight, great suspension. It is a big boat. Remember, you're driving a 50-year-old vehicle. But this particular one is just one of the finest ones that I've ever found. I mean, we're talking about a car that still has pretty much all of its functions working. The fender-mounted turn signals blink when they're supposed to. All the lights are working. The reason I mention that is I've had a lot of these cars, and the way all of the socket bulbs work is they have a single positive wire going to the bulb socket, and then it grounds to the body. Well, normally, you've just got a lot of non-working lights because they have bad grounding problems. This car, all the lights work, and they're nice and bright. Alternator puts out a nice strong voltage. And it just idles and runs perfectly and runs cool. Here in Las Vegas, temperature gets 120 degrees. So you really got to Vegas-proof every car. That's why we have this giant aluminum radiator in there. All new hoses, clamps, belts, wires, plugs, everything. Brakes work really well. And it just doesn't run hot. It also doesn't leak. I've had it parked on top of this gravel, white rocks. No stains under there. It's nice and clean underneath the car. The speedometer is a little off. I will say that it's off a bit. I was on the highway yesterday and I'd said that I was going 90 something miles an hour, and I thought, well, that's not right. So I pulled out my GPS on the phone to check what my actual speed was. I was going 85 miles an hour. And it was smooth as a rails. So you can have full confidence in this car that it doesn't have air conditioning. It's got a great heater, which won't do you any good this summer. But you could definitely drive it home to wherever that you're going. Lots of torque, low end pull on this big block motor. Doesn't smell all gassy. You know, you get in a lot of these cars and they're not tuned properly, and it's got that smell. There's no smell. And that's one of the things I noticed about this car when I got it. I hate to let it go, but for those of you that watch my channel that know, I have 20, 25 cars, and this is just a car that I've decided that I don't have a place to keep it inside, and I just need to thin out my collection a bit. It breaks my heart to let this one go, but I am asking a premium for it as it's shown on the auction. So in the description of this video, you'll find the contact information where the car is being listed for sale. It's here in Las Vegas. Fly into Las Vegas, I'll pick you up. You can meet with me and you can drive the car back home to wherever that is. I feel 100% confident that you'd be able to do that if you wanted to make a road trip out of it, or have the car shipped. Either way, I think you'd be happy with it. If you want to continue working on the car to make it more of a daily driver, there are some easy radio solutions. For hidden radios, I don't recommend taking out the original because it's just too beautiful. But in one of my cars, I modified this to actually have a working modern radio that was behind it hidden. But a lot of people will hide radios in the glove boxes or under the seat, different places like that. Man, this thing is so smooth. What a car. Got the window down, nice breeze coming through on a beautiful Las Vegas day. Great cruiser. I love these turn signals. See these things? It's just great. I love it. I mean, I wouldn't call it fast, but it's not, you know, slow. Oh, we just spun the tires. All right, so after driving it around for a little while, hot rodding it, temperature on this thing is just a nice, cool 150 degrees. It's a little hot, but, you know, it's running pretty good. I gotta say, it's a fine example of one of these cars. This is the 400 V8. It's not the 440. If it was, it'd be much more valuable. Still a great motor. And just in fantastic shape. This car. It really is. I mean, when you look up underneath this thing, you see that there's just no rust. Normally right here, like that's why this is spray painted to look like it had rust. Looking back here. Underneath this thing looks great. Just a little bubble right here. Very minor. Very minor. Okay guys, well this is it. 1974 Dodge Monaco Bluesmobile from the Blues Brothers. Includes the Blues Brothers statue for sale. All the description about the sale is in the description of this video. If it's sold, it'll say so. If you're watching my channel for the first time and you like this content and you like these kind of cars, go back and look through some of the videos that we've been posting since 2007. You can see some of the other half a dozen Bluesmobiles that we've done. We've built 48 DeLorean time machines. We've built Ghostbuster cars, A-Team vans, Jurassic Park, all that kind of stuff. If you love movie cars, check out my channel. And you can watch our television show Screen Machines on the Tubi channel, on the Tubi platform, and also Amazon Prime. We did that show in 2014 and did 6 awesome episodes, and you can find those. And of course, make sure to like, share, and subscribe if you like this kind of stuff, because we're constantly working on cool exotics and luxury cars and movie cars like this. I hate to let it go, but you can't keep everything. If you want this car, now is your chance. You're probably not going to find a better one than this. I will leave you now with some nighttime beauty shots of the car so you can see it all lit up in its glory. Catch you guys later. I'm Videobob.